That differs. This was fair. Wordless, I quit. Just what his grin grew. Just a favor. Just for fun. My mind raced as I turned away. I should have been disgusted. It wasn't because he was right. I enjoyed it. Now the prospect of doing it again, of being wanted in charge and creating something from nothing seemed plausible. You choose, he said, standing up and buttoning his shirt. No need to agree. If you do, I know 2 men who would pay generously for a night with you. A cold rushed through me. 2 swallowed hard instead of a simple no. It was difficult. How much his grin grew. Greater than your lifetime earnings in one night. I inhaled softly, my heart racing. 1 night, 2 men. Choice that could change everything. I nodded and raised my chin. Mr. Thornton grabbed his phone. Good girl. Oh, call. I smoothed a new dress over my hips in the mirror the next night. Just enough was revealed by the tight low cut. Mr. Thornton chose it, and heels that made my legs look longer. I barely knew the lady looking back. Hairstyle adjustments made my hands quiver. Why was I anxious? My decision was made. There was no turning back. Mr. Thornton whispered from the doorway, "You look great." He inspected me slowly and approves. People will adore you. Swallowing hard, I exhaled through my nose. They are who, friends? He grinned. Generous ones. Give them a good night, Rachel. And rent will never be a problem again. Knock on the door, catching my breath. Here they were. Mr. Thornton grinned more. Showtime, honey. My heart raced as I reached for the door handle. Then I opened it. 2 strangers entered the room, their presence heavy with expectation. They supported me. My pulse raced as I led them inside the room, each step expectant. Unspoken excitement filled the air as my shoes beat the floor. They followed closely, 2 sets of eyes. 2 males focused on me. Yes, I agreed. A strange part of me wanted this. Still something twisted inside me, a glimmer of uncertainty, exhilaration. The taller, confident, broad-shouldered one reached for me first. He gently pressed his fingertips to my waist, as if memorizing every curve. The leaner, sharper-eyed, silent, but extremely watchful other lingered behind his breath, warm against my shoulder, sending a shiver down my spine. The first whispered, "Let's take care of this." His fingertips tickling my dress strap as he caught my gaze. Layers fell slowly, cloth falling easily as chilly air kissed my flesh. Hands explored, learned, and appreciated. I reached forward and turned, tracing the strong lines under their garments to test their response. They watched, waited, never leaving me. I exhaled slowly. I wanted to offer them what they wanted without hesitation. I slowly undid their belt fasteners, feeling the coiled tension behind the clothes between us. They breathed deeper, muscles shifted, and warmth radiates as I touch them. The first man made a deep sound of delight as he tilted my chin up and looked at me with an unreadable expression. Just like that, he muttered, his voice gentle but evil. As they watched me, a familiar feeling twisted through me, exciting and terrifying. Knees bent, slow motions. I lowered myself, fingers still around them, both warmth against my skin. A whispered invitation lingered at my lips, waiting for my decision. I welcomed him, tasted the heat, and carefully traced his contour. Above me, he sharply inhaled, threading his fingers into my hair and gently moving me. My other hand treated the second man, equally teasing and drawing out each reaction as he intently observed me. His breath caught and his fingers touched my jaw. Their presence, silent sounds, and tension between us gave my stomach a slow, deep warmth. One whispered, "That's it." His voice thick and satisfied. I felt another thrill as the words came. They let me explore at my own pace and lose myself in them. Then one shifted back and cleared his throat, appearing to restore attention. His voice was low and steady. "Come here, we're beginning." I lay on the mattress, my breath unsteady, and my body thumping with expectation. The taller man sat between my legs, slowly touching my inner thighs to tease and increase tension. He walked beside me, held my chin, tilted my face toward him, and stared at me quietly. First, in a deep, amused voice, said, "Let's see how lovely you are." He lowered himself, his breath warm on my skin, before the first flicker of feeling made me tremble. I gasped as his slow, deliberate lips explored me. My fingers gripped the covers as each movement delivered another wave of sensation. The second man leaned in and kissed me, then parted lips. I accepted him, letting his warmth absorb me, muffling my vocal sounds as ecstasy swelled between us. They moved in perfect time, one unraveling me with his mouth, the other dragging me deeper into the kiss, his fingers threading my hair and keeping me close. One whispered, "She's amazing." With adoration, I didn't feel nervous or hesitate. They saw my desire. They guided me effortlessly, positioning me as if they understood what I needed. In the dim light, I followed their lead, my heart thundering. The second man, who had been watching, waiting, and patient, went behind me and grounded me with his hands on my waist, ready for more. His voice was low and knowing. I hardly had time to answer before he pressed forward, slowly sending a deep, unrelenting warmth through me. As my body acclimated to him, my breath hitched and my fingers tightened across the covers. He murmured softly, holding me tightly and moving slowly, as if relishing every minute. The first man approached me, his fingers caressing my jaw, drawing my attention up. "I want to feel you," he said. I parted my lips to welcome him. Feeling his heat and his steady breath, he said, palm caressing my cheek, fingers tangling my hair. Just like that, they guided me their beats, sinking, one keeping my body solid, and the other keeping my mind on him. I moaned, quietly causing the man in front of me to inhale sharply and flex his fingers on my flesh. The second man behind me changed his cadence more fluid, and I gasped again as warmth flooded me. "Don't you adore it?" one whispered, knowingly teasing. I whimpered gently, my body indicting me with every movement and sound I did. I enjoyed every moment. They were incomplete. They lifted me again, moved me smoothly, and guided me to their desired position. Now above the first man, his hands on my hips stabilizing me. His gaze met mine, a spark of delight on his lips. He whispered, "Let me see how much you want this," tightening his grasp to stabilize me. As I sunk onto him, I breathed slowly, feeling warm in the stretch, sending a tremor down my spine. As I moved against him, his head went back into the cushions, groaning quietly. Behind me, the second man continued. His fingers teased and tested my back curve, waiting for my reaction. A sudden breath left me anticipation snaking through my gut. Doubt turned into need. His hot breath hit my ear as he leaned closer. He said, "Take your time, I'll assist." Exhaling, I tensed, adjusted, and slowly accepted him as he moved forward. We grew hotter, extending and sinking in perfect rhythm. End of story. One moaned like that. I wasn't sure who talked. I was too engulfed in their movement, touch, breath, and bodies following rhythm with mine. One held my hips as the other pressed closer, precise and controlled. The pressure increased, gently in waves, making my breath faster as it tightened. "You're amazing," one whispered, reverent and raw. The other said, "Look at her stroking my spine and making me tremble." Lost in it. I was no longer holding back. The final deep pull loosened me, sending warmth slamming through my body in waves. After a sharp inhalation from beneath me, his fingers digging into my skin, his body tensing as his rhythm slowed, and a low sigh behind me, his hold steadying me as he let go. He followed. The breathless, limitless moment faded into warmth. The room fell silent, saved for our steady breaths. The peaceful aftermath brought new knowledge. I never expected to like it or desire more, but life brutally peeled away my pretenses, forcing an awareness I didn't want but couldn't resist. It wasn't about being right or wrong, but about facing one's complex, often contradictory facts at the limit. This journey was mine not chosen,